Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over my thoughts on what the next Gigantamax Pokemon is going to be, as well as preparing for Dynamax Moltres that we're going to be seeing for Max Monday, and then it's going to be staying in the raids for a week afterwards. So you're going to be able to solo this one. It's not going to be as difficult. You're going to be able to use a full Gigantamax team of water Pokemon, as a matter of fact. Well, at least 2 waters and an electric. We're going to go over that and what you're going to want to use to go up against Orbeetle, which I personally think is going to be the next one, which is going to be Psychic and Bug. So it is going to be week 2 Moltres, right? So you can already see where this is going. They're kind of giving us the whole rock, paper, scissors treatment, sort of, for the most part. But with that said, hope everybody's doing fantastic. Let's go ahead and hop into this by taking a look at the... Actually, we'll start off with the Moltres, right? All right, let's get right into this. So from G4 here, taking a look at a little diagram, and then we're going to get into the Pokebattler's breakdown of what you should be using here by a lot more categories, right? So it is going to be from 6 to 7. 100% IV is going to be 1980. That is not going to be weather boosted. So 1980. Well, there is no weather boosts. That's just the way they come, right? Right. So what we have going on here for their chart, it's going to be extremely weak to rock, but again, you know, you could pull out your Excadrills, but I do not recommend that because you only have one rock slide. All right, so Blastoise, Gigantamax, or sorry, no, yeah, Gigantamax, yeah. You could use Dynamax if you have one of those powered up. Then you do have Toxtricity, then Inteleon, Kingdra, Lapras, and Zapdos, okay? All right, now taking a look at the counters for the Dynamax Moltres. All right, we already went over it, but let's look at a little bit more further down the list here. So, of course, we do have Blastoise, Gigantamax, Dynamax Blastoise. Now, this is going up against Moltres, right? Inteleon, and then you should see Gigantamax Kingler, okay? And then it would be the Dynamax Kingler after that. So if you have either one of those powered up, of course, they're going to be useful. Gigantamax is going to be even better. And then going on here, we do have Gigantamax Lapras with Water Gun, so you can do that super effective damage there. Toxtricity with Spark, and it doesn't not reflect on what charge move you're going to have. They already have the set one for the Gigantamax, remember that. So yeah, we're looking great here. We're starting to be able to load up now and go up against these raids, and it's not going to be that hard, or these Gigantamax and Dynamax. And then you do have Moltres itself with Ancient Power, okay? It's throwing itself up there because you do resist the fire, and then you have that super effective. The reason why Excadrill isn't higher is because it's taking super effective from the fire moves, and you just don't want any of that, right? Then you have the Dynamax Toxtricity, Cinderace with Tackle, because, well, wait. Yeah, I guess you're just doing normal damage and it's just going to be able to resist the fire. All right, but it's just going to teeter down here, okay? Because there's only so much you can use up against Moltres, right? And we don't have that many Pokemon. And then I have to bring this up because other people will too. Yes, Machamp has Rock Slide. You can use that, but look out for flying moves, okay? Double with Wild Charge too. And of course, Gigantamax Gengar is just hitting like a truck in general. So if you don't have all these things maxed out or any of the top picks, though in your Gengar Gigantamax, if you have one of those powered up, they're always going to be hitting hard unless they do have resisted damage, whatever you're going up against, and you'll be looking great. And then further down, oh no, that's about it. Yeah, so for the most part, when it comes down to this, I'll show you the team that I'm going to use at the end here. But with that said, let's go ahead and hop into the Orbeetle now. So now that you have your Gigantamax Kingler to go up against Dynamax Moltres, let's go ahead and see, pretend we've already have Moltres, right? Got Moltres, great. And then say we get Orbeetle next. I think I'll put my money on that one. Let's see what we're going to be wanting to use to go up against the Orbeetle Gigantamax. But let's look at its stats here, or at least its weaknesses. So it's going to be weak to Bug, Dark, Fire, Flying, Ghost, and Rock. So right out the gate, what can you use here? What can you use? Well, you have Gengar, right? Because it's Ghost. Definitely going to be one of your hardest hitting and probably your top counter, to be honest. And then you do have Flying and Fire. What's that? Moltres. There you go. Another one great. And then Bug, you can use your own, if you have one of those and you power it up during the event. I would assume it's going to be one of those raid hours, a couple of hours, but if you wanted to, you could make another Orbeetle and use that itself. And then you have Rock, which I guess you could be using Excadrill's Rock Slide, which I guess will be doing a decent amount of damage. You're probably going to want to use Metal Claw because it's going to be resisting your ground moves, as it is going to be Bug. So yeah, we're going to have some pretty decent counters to go up against this. We'll go ahead and take a look at that right now because I have them ready for you to go. All right, so let's see. Where are they? Where are the counters for that thing? Did I even put it? Okay, yeah, here we go. All right. So first one is going to be Gigantamax Charizard. All right, so honestly, you're gonna want to have, I don't know if these are right. I'm wondering, you're gonna want to have Fire Spin because it is going to be Bug, weak to Fire. I don't think you want Dragon Breath. Maybe these are just a little bit off here. I'm not too 100% sure. All right, but the Charizard, the regular Dynamax, they're calling for Fire Spin, so there's that correct. Okay. Then you have Cinderace with Fire Spin, Excadrill with the Metal Claw, like I said, and then the Rock Slide. All right, and then you do have Gigantamax and Gengar with Shadow Claw. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, let's look at this and I'm going to throw up something. And then we do have Gigantamax Blastoise. Wait a minute, what moves does this thing have? I'm going to throw up the moves really quick so we can clear this up. Quick moves are going to be Confusion and Struggle Bug. Charge moves, Bug, Buzz, and Psychic. All right, well, that's all subject to change. This thing is not even in the game yet, so we don't 100% know. But you're going to actually have your Moltres on the first page too. It's just not out yet, so just keep that in mind as well. I feel like Gengar should be second place. All right. I think the reason why it's not is because Confusion is going to be doing a whole hell of a lot of damage to you, and Psychic too, as opposed to Cinderace just taking neutral damage from everything. And even resisted from the Bug. Gengar will take resisted, but when it comes to Cinderace, there's nothing super effective. Gengar is going to be taking a whole hell of a lot of damage. Excadrill will resist pretty much every single move. So I see why they put that there and why Charizard is obviously at the top, and then Moltres too, because it is going to be the same type as Charizard, so you can keep that in mind. So it's looking like you're going to probably want to use Gigantamax Charizard, Dynamax Charizard, and a Moltres, right? So there you go. That's your team, right? And if you don't have those, you can see what we have going on here. Let's move it on to the next page for the Orbeetle Gigantamax, if we do get that next. Blastoise with Bite, because it is going to be weak to Dark, right? So you're going to have that Dark Charge move on your Dynamax Blastoise. Lapras with Water Gun. Metagross with Bullet Punch. Greedent with Bite. You're going to have that super effective Dark move as well. Regular Dynamax Gengar. Inteleon with Water Gun. And then it just teeters down all the way, okay? Kingler, Double, Articuno, Krigalganol, Rillaboom, Reboot, and yeah, that's pretty much your counters there. So I just wanted to let you all know, this is the way it's going to work here. For the people who have been setting up your teams, you're going to be perfectly good in the future to go up against these and even solo a whole hell of a lot more things as we do build up our teams over time. And for the people who do not have anyone in your area, look, I mentioned it in every video, I understand. I know, but the thing is, they're starting to develop tools. Soon enough, they'll be released into the game that will probably, or maybe help you find people in your area to do these and actually meet up with. There could be like 30 people within your vicinity that are wanting to do these. You just don't know they want to, and they don't know that you want to. They don't know that you're there, and you don't know that they're there, you know? So maybe with this in-game thing, aside from, you know, the little campfire that they have, I know a lot of people don't use that. If it's actually in the game, you might be able to organize these things better, and you're seeing somebody like, oh, we're gonna meet up here at 2 p.m. It's like, oh wow, there's 8 people in my area who are gonna do this, crying out loud, let's go. And you had no clue anybody was coming. So don't worry, your time is coming, and I feel like they are trying to implement things to help you. And if you want to take it a step further, you're like, well, if they really wanted to help us, they would allow it to be remote rated. Hey, again, don't shoot the messenger, okay? I'm putting out good ideas. That would be great, but I will have to admit, just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. There's a nice little aspect of having this only in person. It's just, you know, having the in-game person again, a feeling, you know? Shoot me for that, okay? Oh my goodness, I said it. Oh no, I enjoy it a little bit. How dare I, right? All right, let's go ahead and start this video right about now. So taking a look at my setup here, all of my strong Pokemon, I do have this Lapras, which I am going to be using to go up against Moltres here. Switching to Water Gun so we could do super effective with the quick move, even more so than the Ice because it's going to be neutralized. And then we do have the Kingler. We are going to be powering that up more. Well, we have the max attack maxed out. I don't need to make the defense maxed out yet. I'll take my time with that. There's really no rush because I'm not going to be using the shield. I'm just going to be straight up attacking. Well, at least I don't think I am. But it could help you out. Obviously, eventually I'm going to max these out as I did completely power this dang thing up here. All right, so we do have Lapras, Kingler, and then I do have Inteleon here, which it is powered up beyond level 40. Its charge move is completely maxed out. Could use this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be going with Toxtricity because it's just going to be doing that much more damage. It's completely maxed out, and it's just going to be better off for me. When it comes to Blastoise, you could also use that as well, alongside Lapras and Kingdra. The reason why I don't use Gigantamax Blastoise is because I don't have a good one. Hell, I tried. I went raiding hard as hell. These are not all the Blastoise that I had. I transferred quite a few. I didn't get a shiny of one of the damn starters, and I was doing it for every single hour, every single day that it was out. The hell, took like a couple hour break for lunch like everybody else. Didn't get a single shiny or 98. Unfreaking believable. But yeah, that's why I don't have a Blastoise maxed out. I'm not investing in that right now. Although it is great if you do have one, okay? So if you have a nice one, definitely go for it, I would. But my prize right here so far is going to be the Lapras. I mean, it's going to be one of the tankiest ones that I have. And also, of course, Toxtricity. I mean, this thing is going to be hitting like a truck. The nice thing about the Kingler is the fact that it is going to be resisting the fire moves, just straight up. Of course, the flying move is going to be doing neutral damage, but aside from that, you're going to be able to absorb the moves pretty nice. Now, if it hits you with overheat, it's going to do a lot of damage. Okay, let's just be real, right? Still going to do a lot, like Thunder to Excadrill when you're going up against it, or Zap Cannon. It still does half your health, okay? There ain't no way around that one, so you just got to keep backing in and out if you're trying to solo. So that's what my team looks like. Lapras, Toxtricity, and Kingler. All Gigantamax Pokemon. Very awesome. We're looking good to go here. All this investment is paid off. This solo is going to be hella easy. Okay, it's going to be a lot easier than the Zapdos. That one was the biggest pain in the ass so far because of the move combos that it does have, and you need to be extremely specific. When it came down to Articuno, just made sure it didn't have Blizzard, and you're all right. Triple Axle, Ice Beam, Triple Axle, Icy Wind, you're good to go. But for the Zapdos, you got to make sure it's perfect. For Moltres, you're going to be able to go in there and just, as long as it doesn't have overheat, maybe you can do it over overheat too. Shoot, I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyways, there you have it, folks. If you did enjoy this video, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. And I'll catch you all next time. Take care.